Hi, my name is Amanda Downard, and for my research paper, I chose to write about the author Mark Brown, who is best known for his work with the Arthur stories, which started out as books in 1976, but later became the PBS children's cartoon. He began telling bedtime stories to his son, and those just evolved, and he began doing illustrations for those bedtime stories, and those became the Arthur stories. Mark Brown says that the books are actually from his own life experiences, his own childhood, and his children's experiences throughout life. He was the 2006 winner of the Ludington Award, which is presented annually to someone who has made a significant contribution to the educational paperback business. The Arthur stories, I think, are a great contribution to any classroom because they do offer real life problems and real life struggles that children may encounter. And they're dealt with in age-appropriate manners. So these books can be used for lesson plans, they can be incorporated into reading strategies, they can be used for character building exercises, because these stories from the Arthur books that were written by Mark Brown are actually books that the children can relate to. They can relate to the characters, they can relate to the issues that Arthur or his sister D.W. face in each book. The books actually tackle challenges such as bullying, embarrassing things that may be to children. For example, Arthur gets new glasses and he's worried about wearing them to school, and he does get teased when he does get to school, but he makes light of the situation and learns to overcome that obstacle of going to school with new glasses and feeling like he's different. Mark Brown's books covers the serious side of some struggles, such as the bullying, or conflicts with friends, or relatives. Arthur has sometimes that he argues with his sister. He doesn't agree with what his mom and dad has done, or but it also takes the lighter side of issues that kids may face, which could be with just simply tackling a school assignment. There's one particular book where Arthur has difficulty writing a story for his assignment. So it shows you how Arthur is given this assignment, how he struggles with it, and then how he overcomes that. These books are beneficial because they do help with that character building, and they can be used to make children self-aware of their emotions, overcoming obstacles, dealing with issues inside the home, outside the home, in the school. So one of the books that I actually chose to do my lesson plan on is Arthur's Thanksgiving. So this book is for the pre-K through second grade level, and Arthur is chosen to be the director of the school play. And so he has to pick which of his classmates are going to play which characters in the play, and the dreadful character that nobody wants to play is the turkey. And so Arthur's really worried that his play is not going to come together, that it's going to be a disaster. And so he goes through great lengths to try to get somebody to agree to play the turkey, but he's unsuccessful. And it isn't until he gets home that his sister D.W. and him are washing dishes, and D.W. mentions about washing dishes that if you want something done right, then you have to do it yourself. And so Arthur gets the idea from that that since nobody else is going to play the turkey, and since he wants it done right and he wants a successful play, that he's going to actually play the turkey himself. So I took that book. It can be related to English language arts and story retelling. So one of the activities that I did with that is that at the beginning the teacher would discuss how in stories characters face problems and dilemmas, and how we need to be aware of how they overcome them and how they can relate to their own problems that the children may be facing in the classroom. And so the teacher would read the book through an interactive read aloud, so pausing to ask questions, discussion points, and then after the book was read, the teacher would incorporate retelling and story sequence, and so the children would have to complete a story sequence worksheet where they'd have to pick out the sequence of events and put them in the correct order. Another interesting thing that I found about the Arthur's Thanksgiving book is that it also can be related to the history curriculum, and so in the book it actually even includes William Bradford in the play, and so he actually sailed over with the first Pilgrims on the Mayflower, and so that can be incorporated into a history lesson. So this book is actually fantastic for being flexible across the curriculum. I think all of the Arthur books would be a fantastic contribution to the elementary classroom because it does incorporate struggles and problems that children may be facing. It gives them that character building lessons as part of the hidden curriculum and can be used in lesson plans. The books are flexible, like the Thanksgiving book can be used in the English language arts as well as the history curriculum. Additionally, I think that these books are important so that children become self-aware of their emotions and how to conquer issues such as bullying or just simple assignments through school.